You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show. Hello and welcome to Movie Beaters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kirk.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Nick.
And we're joined by MovieManT. Today we're going to be talking about one battle after another. This is the spoiler segment. Where would you like to start?
Where would I like to start?
Yeah.
Do you think Leonardo DiCarpio knew... Oh.
Let him finish. Let the man finish. I seriously thought you were done.
Great.
Yeah.
Do you want to snap there?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, just 2 snaps. That's okay. Did Leo know that it wasn't his daughter? But did
I
Bob
would
know
argue he didn't know.
He didn't. You don't think he knew?
No, I mean, would have been important if he did or he didn't. He probably would have still stayed her dad anyways.
I don't think he did. Well, okay, so, I mean, so, just to be clear. So it's confirmed that, because I kind of lost a little bit of track when, with the whole, he hooked her up to the thing and the whatever. He did the Maury Povich thing, the portable Maury Povich.
I am the father.
Yeah.
My shirt isn't gay. It's not too tight. It's not gay.
We're watching the lines, and he said at one time, what the line, it's I know plus and minus on a pregnancy test. I don't know what Sean Penn just said one time, and so she is his daughter.
Yes, they lined up the way they're supposed to, because they weren't in a line, but then they get in a line, 2 lines.
And I also was confused because I thought, because he takes her to try to have her eliminated right after that, and I thought that was the outcome. I thought that was the opposite of what the outcome would have been if he'd learned that she was his daughter. So I was confused by that.
It's because it's a white supremacist, fascist regime.
So it would have been better if she wasn't his daughter. I was kind of
because then he wouldn't need to eliminate her, but because when his argument is, she had a gun on me, and then she was, like the guy says, a semen demon. And it's no, that's kind of why people are guys can't be raped, because how would you get, guys can't be raped by women, because how would you be, hard if you...
This alpha male, Sean Penn, had his semen taken by force because he's such an alpha.
Yes.
Yeah.
She wanted my seed, so I don't know. There's an argument that off of that, this movie doesn't treat black women fair.
In what way? I didn't think of that, but
what's the Regina King's character does the right thing and goes down for it, and the mom, her character, Tiana Taylor's the actress's name. Okay, she's a snitch. She abandons her daughter, and she seems to be enjoying some of the terroristic acts that go along with their freedom fighting.
And so, she's the only one that's taken a life.
She's the only one that's taken a life?
That's what starts the whole... That's why I didn't add that earlier, because I felt that was a spoiler.
The security guard in the bank?
Yeah, that's what sets the chain of actions.
So, and the counter to that isn't having complex characters for all races and sexes, the egalitarian place for adult
I still don't understand why they're unfair. You're facing the consequences of your actions. You were a domestic terrorist.
Well, their stories are end in certain ways in service for the protagonist white characters.
Yeah, but they aren't brutally murdered, like that lady in that convenience store who walks out the door and gets shot immediately in the head.
Yeah, I was going to say, the girl from Haim, from Licorice Pizza, gets killed, and someone else, at least one other person gets killed too, I think, right?
Yeah.
So they die. So Regina
Does Wood Harris get killed?
Wait, is it Hall? God, did I call her by that? Hall? I get her mixed up.
Regina King, or who's Regina Hall? You're thinking of Rebecca Hall and Regina King.
No, there's a Regina. Yeah, no.
Oh wait, shit. Yeah, because there's oh shit.
This is Brenda from Scary Movie. Brenda from Scary Movie.
Yeah, this is Regina Hall. Regina King's the one that's in Caught Stealing.
Damn it, Regina King is the one who directed the movie where it's Malcolm X and it's all 4 of those guys in a hotel one night. That's who Regina King is. Damn it. Yeah,
who's also acts and was acting and stuff for a long time.
Yes, actor and director.
But
because Regina King directs, or Regina Hall directs too, doesn't she?
Maybe she does.
I don't know. Regina King definitely does.
I'm just gonna call her Brenda from Skate.
I'm sorry.
Brenda like gets taken, but she doesn't die, and like the girl from Haim gets killed, and that other dude I think gets killed, right?
Yeah, he gets shot through the legs, right? I think.
I mean, like they don't get like I don't know, like.
A counter argument I heard was, well, the hero of the movie is a multiracial girl who, does some of the most clever stuff to beat the antagonist. So
sure,
I would also counter that her dad probably taught her those things. Do you think? Being that careful,
her adopted father. So from my perspective,
we don't know. They're not adopted. They're just. I don't think he legally adopted her. They're just dad and daughter.
Yeah, they just accepted that they're like it was
signed
off.
Actually, do you want me to fuck this up for you?
Okay.
Legally speaking, the identities they stole, he's the child and she's the mother.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why he makes that comment. That's why we're taking dead people.
Wait, so they stole existing identities?
Yeah, they
people who died.
It was a mother and son that died in childbirth.
Okay, but we're talking about like
I know
the relationship between them is definitely going to be father-daughter.
But he's not actually her biological father.
I know that, but like
they don't qualify as adopted, so we wouldn't need that.
Yeah, it's also
language
not adoptive technically. They lived as if they were biological father and daughter, and the nurture part of the equation would have carried out just the same way, even if they were living under names that were mother and son or whatever the fuck.
Sure, I guess where I'm coming at this from as an adopted person is that it shows that like it doesn't matter. Nurture matters more than nature.
Yeah,
is a takeaway from that relationship, if you will.
That's fair enough.
Because he taught her his ideology, which is clearly not shared by her biological father.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But how do we get on that from this movie is unfair to black?
Yeah.
Well, because the argument that the multiracial girl being a badass shows that this isn't a white guy misusing black women as characters to fill his own ends. Like, I there's some awkwardness to three white guys discussing race and sex in movies, but I don't think it gets better by not discussing it. So
yeah. So that's the argument why it's not unfair. What was the argument for why it is unfair?
Because the Persephone character is the mom of the girl is so like she's a snitch, so she's bad to her team, and she abandons her daughter and is just and ends the first to kill, as Taylor pointed out. So it's portraying her in kind of a wild way that maybe and the character in the book isn't black.
Oh, it's based off a book?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But I still wouldn't call it unfair. I mean, you're that radicalized. You're that. I wouldn't use the word passionate, but you're very extreme in your ideology. You want to do what you want to do, and you want to fight for what you believe in.
She's also kind of fetishized by Sean Penn.
Yeah, but that isn't
and Leo
unfair.
Too. It's the whole violence, or would it be the violence? The violence turns her on,
she has control throughout the entire relationship.
Well, look at it. Okay, so you needed her character. I mean, if you're gonna have her character be the mother of the child that Leonardo DiCaprio believes is his daughter, which is that's important, right? And you also need her to be fetishized by Sean Penn. Now, I guess I don't know. So you're saying this is based on a book?
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it was.
Same author as Inherent Vice, and I think there's a book that he wrote that The Master's sort of based on.
So I don't know what else changed from the book to the film, but like
it's loosely based.
Loosely?
Yeah, it's very.
Like I guess I don't know how. Like, what was the reason? Why did the villain have to be, a white supremacist who's also he's eventually going to be done in by his own kind, right? And that the whole reason that it's not the protagonist who kills the antagonist, it's the antagonist's own people he hangs out, his own crowd basically, who kills him because of his relationship with this character who is black.
That's an interesting. Oh, sorry.
So like in the framework of the film, like the character, she needed to be black, I guess, right? Like not so that the daughter so that the daughter could be biracial, but so that like the white supremacist fascist, so that Sean Penn could be like if she was just white and he had an infatuation with her, that wouldn't lead to any of the stuff that happens later, where all the way up through the end, where they gas him and incinerate him because he's
okay. So that's what I wanted to go to. So, do you think they ever intended to bring him into the Christmas Adventurers Club?
Yeah, I think they did, but the rumors certainly set him up for doom.
I kind of think they never did, because it's kind of like.
No, they get that first meeting scene. They clearly, they clear as day want him. And
well,
then
why would they?
And then because he brings up the whole, what's it called, the term or whatever, the background check or whatever. He brings that up. He goes, "You're gonna clear the background check or whatever." He brings up, and then that's when they find that information.
Yeah, because I don't see why they would go to such lengths to bring him in just to find that out, and why would they go to? I don't know, that much of a dog and pony show or whatever, just to, if they already knew and had reason to like kill him.
The reason that I think that they never intended to bring him into the Christmas Adventurers Club is because they're white collar guys who keep their hands off the actual dirty work, and he does the dirty work and has come up through the ranks doing the dirty work, and they need people like that to think they have a chance so that they can control them. But then ultimately, even though he persevered beyond his death experience, he you'd think, maybe he earns his way in. No, it's like he's never going to be pure enough to.
Why go through all that? Yeah, like Nick said, the pony show. Why go through all that?
You say they need people to persevere, but
not that they need people. They need people who have the strong arm of the military, like he does, because he's a military person, and using him for his access to power that way.
They never used him that way, though. If that was their goal, they would have strung him along. They wouldn't have incinerated him. They would have used him toward that goal. I feel like if that was really their goal.
Well, he left his usefulness by wanting to go into an office at the end, because his usefulness is in the battlefield.
Yeah, but he pisses him off using his power to raid Bacton Cross. That's why they said he's using his powers that piss them off.
Bacton Cross, wait.
So when they do the raid to go so he can clean his past, he uses his connections and everything, because he tells the guy, "Make me a reason to go to Bacton Cross."
Okay.
So he's using his powers, and then the Christmas Adventurers find that out. That's when when they do the whole meeting with the Amazing Christmas needle drop into the basement. Incredible stuff.
I truly wonder, so this is the second movie this year, like Eddington, where there is a deep state cabal of people who have access to money and influence to such a degree that they can, get a military person murked, you know what I mean? And that, or in the case of Eddington, kind of spoilers, where it's the person flying on the private plane while holding the Golden Globe, walking stick in their hand.
Wait, were they supposed to be some kind of secret cabal? I thought they were just some...
They meet underground.
Well, we never learned that much more about those people in Eddington, though.
Christmas. Oh, well...
Yeah, I'm talking about the people in Eddington on the plane.
The people in Eddington, they clearly hire people to come in and take care of the situation.
It's a joke towards Antifa, essentially.
Oh, okay. I guess I didn't get that.
Well, I don't think
that's what everybody read it as. Is it's supposed to be Antifa?
I don't agree with that. My interpretation is that
because they don't have that much money. They wouldn't.
Because Antifa would be like the French 75, whereas people who are incentivized by the power that be cracking down because they make money.
Which, to piggyback on that, we actually see that in this movie as well when he says, "Insert Eddie Van Halen." They send in a rioter to insinuate the riots.
Yes, exactly.
Make it worse.
That was as somebody who lived in Minneapolis during 2020, we don't know that happened because there was the guy in the trench coat, remember, who started like, we openly wonder because like, oh, would they instigate something because like now we get to crack down. And I've brought this up several times in other contexts, like in our text chat, which is why we have a podcast, is that there was a plan at one point to shoot down a commercial airliner so we could start a war with Cuba in the 60s. So like, I don't know what the government's willing. And Kennedy got that and was like, fuck no, what are you talking about? We're not killing Americans just so you can start your fucking wars. You guys are going to start a war anyways, and maybe that's why you'll kill me, or who knows what reason you'll kill me for. I mean, no, the lone gunman totally, magic bulleted, whatever.
The guy you shot from behind, and yet it was clearly a shot from the front because the back of his head exploded. Yeah. Okay.
No, but the guy in the window is the one who shot Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, I couldn't help conflating two murders recently.
Charlie who?
I never heard of him. I was doing that for a while when people like unexpected people would, well, Kyle will have an opinion. So hey, have you heard about this Charlie Kirk? Who? Favorite joke, and
that's your favorite joke?
I'm going to tell this story because I think that just as like an objective thing, one could find meaning in it. It's like a week or two after the Annunciation shooting, and we get an update from our daycare that, hey, there's, something going on in a nearby suburb that we think involves a gun at a school. Not our kid's school, not that. And I'm like on a work trip, and I bring it up like, oh, that's concerning. And then someone has the thought at that point to bring up Charlie Kirk to me. And I'm like, have you heard about Charlie Kirk? Like, something is going on of concern near my child. Oh, have I heard of recent hot button issue, that just happened the day before? And in that moment, my reaction was exactly, who? Because it's like, don't you kind of see that that's insensitive at the moment of like, and thankfully, obviously, there was nothing to worry about with my children, but like, it's a thought that goes through, I think, every parent's head. And are they letting that happen as a form of, control of society? I don't know.
What, you thinking they're letting shooters go shoot people to create fear for other people? Why would the government do that?
I'm not trying to be conspiratorial about any recent shooting. I do not want to give
that's a deep dive for Sandy Hook. That was a huge thing.
Not any of them. I don't want to. I don't think it's that.
Let's get back on topic.
We're tangent.
No, because I do think this is related. Is to what degree does we know the NSA can look through the little camera on your computer. So like, how are they letting so many of these people get so far?
Everything falls through the cracks. I mean, you're overseeing millions of people. You're gonna miss a few things. I mean,
but like, just
to be fair,
the
some of
kids who
these
are playing
shooters wrote in a journal. You're not gonna be able to find that.
The 3% of people that are using the server to play the video game for that long, like, can't we get a red flag on those folks?
Again,
like, for a
video games don't necessarily cause violence.
You want people to be flagged for playing a video game for too long?
As a lowercase c conservative, a social, that you're calling me kind of a social conservative in this context, I do think if you play a video game, if you're in the like 1% of video game players to where it's like, hey, maybe there's something wrong with Johnny, we should have some sort of system to go, maybe we need to like check in on this person.
Johnny's never had sex, but like that doesn't mean he's gonna shoot someone.
Name an actual shooter who played a ton of shit of video games that actually shot people.
That's come out about a lot of.
I think like if they're writing, I hate the surveillance state, but like if they're writing shit on blogs, like
or in a video game chat, that's not like that's public domain to some degree. If you're publicly saying, or on Reddit, they can figure out your IP address.
Public, yeah. All that stuff's like you're putting it out there, and you're kind of knowing that this stuff can be traced.
But I don't want Sean Penn doing it, so then it's like, oh, okay, blow up the cell phone towers,
Well, Sean Penn, Pete Hegseth, I don't know. Like, what's the...
He doesn't need
this dude is gay. Sorry.
Wait, but to go back on point, can we go back on point?
No.
Go ahead.
I'm just like, what are we... like how are we flagging people? Like, I mean, like, the video game stuff is just like that's like Tipper Gore.
I strive to be Tipper Gore. I think I want to help CD sales by making D. Snyder put on a warning label on his,
right?
you know.
So it's just like, no, there's got to be some other way. I mean, maybe there's if we're gonna have a surveillance state.
We already have a surveillance state.
Well, I'm saying like, you know, when I say if we're gonna be okay with having a surveillance state, then what do we want out of it? And like, I don't know if tracking how long people play video games for is what I want out of it. Like, look for if we're there already.
What are we to read into? Okay, if we're there already, what?
Well, look at online postings that are more specific to violence than just playing video games.
Well, sure. I'm saying it's got to be a multifactorial data set that you use of like, hey, this person's played 40,000 hours of this video game this year, and they've posted on the Discord chat that we can read where they said, I'm feeling violent action towards this group.
I would say focus on the Discord. It doesn't matter how many thousands of hours of video game they played. Just focus on those posts that say, like, because that's all you can do. Like, if someone played 50,000 hours of a video game but never posted anything with any violent intent, are you gonna flag them?
No, that's why I said multifactorial, and I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying. What does the video games matter? It doesn't matter.
It's a component by which I think we could build.
No, it isn't, because like if they're playing video games but they're not posting any violent intent, why would they be flagged? And if they are posting violent intent, why does it matter if they did or did not play video games? Well, if they posted violent intent,
because
who cares?
Sometimes people post violent intent in the video game chats. That's where I'm getting.
But I'm saying when we're talking about quantitatively, how much video games did they play? How many hours of video game play did they have? Did they do? It doesn't. I don't.
Well, it looks like we lost video there, so this would now turn into an audio-only podcast. But if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify, there will be a thumbnail that you can look at. Who so chooses to.
So I think restate your you're on the we're talking about the surveillance state. Obviously, Bob is opposed to it, and you're pro looking at people who make public statements of violence on like video game boards and that sort of thing. You're very against my idea that you use as a factor of facilitating who is a potential threat, somebody that's in like, well, there's going to be a very small number of people who are playing something for that long. And I'm not saying just that. I'm saying that plus this plus do they have access to guns? Because like they police know there are 500 million guns in the country, but if you can take, okay, they said something violent, they're in the rare group of people who like fixate on something and they have access to guns. I'm not saying arrest anyone for that. I'm saying you can go knock on their door for that, can't you?
Well, then I would counter, maybe they aren't surveying us that much then at all. That's why they can't prevent these shootings.
They're focused on other things. And I don't think there's any one thing that's going to be the silver bullet for solving shootings. I think it's a combination, as we've talked about before, of like people not having faith in institutions, so there's less in community investment, communities, breaking up and disintegrating, then leaves a bunch of people who are both vulnerable and then a bunch of people who are angry and mad and stew. Like, again, Bob would be a conspiracy theorist if it just weren't that the movie validates that his conspiracy is correct.
Okay. Well, I would agree that his paranoia is correct, not his conspiracy theories.
What are his conspiracy theories that aren't correct?
No, his
people
paranoia.
People are conspiring against him, and they are like supremely evil and one battle after another.
I never picked up on his conspiracy theories. Like they had their methods for trying to evade like surveillance, I think, right? Like passwords and stuff that like it fucks him when he forgets the password and he's trying to get it. But like that was just their system for security. I think I never picked up on like here's an actual conspiracy theory that we harbor.
Yeah, I guess I was referring more to like that type of character typically would be a...
Well, that type of character. But in this movie, I don't think he I don't remember him stating any
Conspiracy
theories.
Okay, I guess maybe not conspiracy theories, but then a view of the world that sees conspiring where, like when he's talking to her teacher and he's vaping in front of her and all that.
Oh, history.
He's like, yeah, you got all these slave owners in here. It's like, yeah, everyone was a slave owner, 200 years ago, and that's bad, obviously. And there's more slaves today now than there were back then.
Conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's not a conspiracy theory. That's just like being.
I said it wasn't a conspiracy. It's like a very specific way of looking at the world that is somewhat Run the Jewels has that song, like, look at all the slave owners on your money. I understand where they're coming from. I wonder a little bit where Bob is coming from when he says that in the school counselor meeting.
Well, I thought he was implying that they were going to tell the truth, that they weren't slave owners, right? Is that the implication?
No, I think it's just it's more of the American imperial regime was originally propped up by slave owners, and the 1619 Project, and that's sort of the side of looking at the world, which, if you're having a very complex, nuanced view and you want to take CRT and go, okay, this is a way that you have to correct for the ills of past wrongs.
Are you talking about critical race theory?
That is a narrow part of legal theory that is taught to law students that deals with systemic issues that exist because of, he's not having a nuanced legal conversation about macro things that have kept people down with the school counselor in that scene. He's just kind of virtue signaling to her. What I'm arguing.
I didn't get that at all from the conversation. I think it was too short to make it impactful.
Okay. You're saying the scene shouldn't have been included, and Nick is right, and it was actually 2 hours and 50 minutes, even though we looked it up.
Did you think that scene needed to be included, Taylor? Or MovieManT, I mean?
Don't say his slave name. MovieManT.
Wow, we can make that joke. I already cut that out, man.
What? No, you can keep that joke in.
So which part, though? Say it again.
The scene where he's talking to the teacher, was that important to have it in the movie? Where he's talking about the slave owners?
That is a good question. Because it's more played as a joke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a laugh.
And he's
But then it adds a dramatic scene at the end about the daughter growing up, I guess, essentially, right? Because he starts crying, doesn't he?
With the counselor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wants her to
succeed, essentially.
He wants her to stand up for herself. Yeah. I don't think success is how he would state it, because he's more concerned with her being
So I guess in a sense that
person.
That scene is important to build up the character, but I guess more or less the whole slave thing is in there as a joke, essentially.
You think Lockjaw died happy?
Yeah, he looked pretty happy.
Oh, he died with a smile on his face. He got the corner office.
Taylor knows this from the Directors Guild podcast, but
shout out to them.
Yeah, because it's the DGA and they do interviews with directors. It's great. The Infinity, what's her name?
Chase Infinity. She didn't know why they were called the Ladies of the Whispering Beaver, or what was it? The nunnery.
Sisters of
the Brave Beaver.
Sisters of the Brave Beaver. And she was like, well, why is it called the Brave Beaver? And he was like, well, you know. And she was like, no, I'm a teenager. I have no idea what joke you're making, guy who made Boogie Nights. And then he doesn't say how she then figured out what he was referring to. Obviously, beaver being vagina. And she was like, that's gross. It's like a 50-year-old man making a childish joke to it. I mean, she's a teenager, but
she's born in 2000. She's like,
she's in her 20s.
She's 24 probably at the time of film.
Oh, okay, so she's playing a teenager.
Yeah, her age isn't specified. Wikipedia says 25 to 26. She doesn't have a set date.
Yeah.
Good for her. Keep that information out of there. I'm just saying, we already talked about the police state to a degree. I don't know.
Yeah. Wait, but why do you think because he got in a corner office they had to kill him?
No, I think they just were never going to take him in, even though we had the discussion about...
I I think they were for sure going to take him in.
I think that first meeting with the Christmas music and everything, they were seriously considering him. I just think they found out that, I mean, because it ends up being them. It's that one guy who you're following down into the dungeon, who ends up trying to kill him unsuccessfully, shooting him in the car. If they weren't really considering having him into the club, they would have just tracked him down and killed him already, right? Like, so, like, why not? Why invite him in, and why go through this whole charade? So I think they were really considering him, but then they probably had closer eyes on him after they were considering him genuinely, and that's why because would they go and hunt down everyone everyone who's had an interracial relationship, or who had a daughter from an interracial relationship for no reason? Like, no. Like,
let's take this from a different angle, if it's all right. And I'm not trying to argue this. Do you think it's realistic that there's, like, a cabal of people who are like that white supremacist and have that much access and, like, can move
the access,
through?
I don't know about the access.
Well,
but
we don't know how powerful they were, though.
What?
We don't know how powerful they were.
We don't know how powerful. They're able to manipulate someone in the military to...
No, he did that on his own accord. He wanted to get rid of his past. That's what he did. Not that they were trying to get him...
He's the person from the... Because what's his rank? Do we know?
Colonel.
Colonel? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If they're a colonel in the military is interested in joining this organization, they have some sort of power.
Yeah, so then why would you pretend to be interested in him? So obviously they would be interested in him. We're not talking about
you guys can just take that point for now. I'm more interested in, do you think it's that simple at any level in real society? Like, to some degree, the movie is funny, I guess what I'm saying is in Eddington in this, it's so simple. You know what I mean? Like, they're just fucking racists. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's like, I wonder, like, if there's that meme going around, like, do you think Jeffrey Epstein actually, like, drew the line at the N-word? Is there a group of people who are at the top who are just as simple as, we don't like non-whites?
Yeah, that's it.
You think that exists in society somewhere?
It literally exists right now, the KKK. What do you mean? They
don't have
black people.
They don't have power like these people
We
do.
don't know how much power they actually have.
And, like, we spent decades as a country infiltrating the KKK and fucking up their organization. But I still wonder, like, it's a conspiracy theory to go, well, there are these people at the top. A, that's a big conspiracy theory. Mm-hmm. But then B, to go, no, their racial grievance is that simple. You know what I mean? Or like in Eddington, where it's like, we just want power, and people who threaten power, we kill them and we fly around.
Wait, what's your argument though? Are you saying it's never that simple, or?
People that would have that much access and power, I just don't understand how they would maintain, like, such like a primitive racism. Like, to me, that's such primitive racism.
I don't understand.
I feel like that's what we see with Stephen Miller today.
Yeah,
like, he's a Jewish person.
I don't care. Like, no, I think, like, so what? Everyone, even if you're in a minority, you can still view others as, like, the other who needs to be, like, eliminated.
You're saying Stephen Miller would be the analog to these guys? I'm not rejecting that.
I think so. Yeah, and I think he's one who obviously has. I think I blame Stephen Miller a lot for what Trump is doing. When we say Trump's doing this, Trump's doing that, I think a lot of it is Stephen Miller.
Wait, you're saying the person who's in their 40s and probably has their faculties together
has
it more together than the guy who's almost 80?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Yep.
I could have said that 3 years ago.
Great, but I'm saying, like, that's when you look at it, when, you know, we've seen it, we've quickly seen it go from, and I knew this years ago, like, we just want them to come here the right way, to, like, they don't want people coming here at all. They don't, and they only focus on, are they rounding up, like, Polish immigrants? No.
They want rich people to come here. They're willing to sell the golden card for $5 million.
Great.
I think that's bad, just to be clear.
Are they, but there's a similarity between the people they round up and the people they don't round, and that differentiates from the people they don't round up.
Yes, they're using a racial thing, especially in what they just did in Chicago.
Yes, it's easy to draw conclusions that they simply, that it's that simple. They just don't want brown people here because they don't care about. I'm sure there are illegal immigrants from plenty of other places where they look more like us, as in us meaning white guys, but you don't see them carrying them out in zip ties. So yeah, I think that's plausible to say that the motivation is just pure. Like, we don't like these people. We're going to make up stories.
There's straight up white supremacist cabals that are.
I think so.
Pushing things.
There are cabal. I don't know what the definition of cabal. Do they have to have power to be a cabal? Are they a cabal just by existing? But if it doesn't matter how much power they have, then I'm sure then you could say there are probably many cabals. But
the four of us got together in my garage and talked about our racial grievance against Irish people. Yeah. You know what I mean? We don't have any power to really hurt the Irish as much as I want to.
Well, so we're a cabal if that's the definition. If that fits the definition of cabal. But I think these groups exist, and I think at least one of them has gotten access to our government.
I just want to point out that Trump did point out it's not an executive order, it's a security order that the intelligence agencies and law enforcement agencies are to focus right now on anti-American, anti-Christian sentiments in the United States. So I want to just make sure we as a podcast steer away from any anti-American or traditional family values.
Ben Farx already make that joke?
Suck my fucking balls. I don't care.
Ben Farx already made that joke. We're anti-American.
Ben Farx made the joke?
Yeah, a few episodes ago.
Well, in reference to what?
When I said my parents don't watch a ton of American movies.
And Ben Farx, the fourth Farx,
we're
said,
proudly anti-American.
Oh, that was a joke. We'd like that to be very clear to the current administration and the next administration who might have a problem with whatever.
Might be the same administration.
What?
Might just be the same administration.
The next administration might be the same administration. I guess it's interesting that this movie was probably written prior to November of 2024.
Yeah, well, he said he's been developing for 20 years, right?
Yeah.
That's just crazy. 20 years, dang.
And it's based on a book that, was dealing with a different time. It's not based in the modern time. I think the book is much older than.
Oh, do anybody know what year the book takes place?
It's the 60s, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because, hey, maybe we're entering a time similar to the 1960s where there are political assassinations out in the open kind of thing.
Oh, that sucks. That's sad.
That sucks. That's sad. I mean, we can take, I think we can be happy that we have a podcast where we can get together and there's good movies coming out. One of the things that we've had guests on the show say in the past couple of episodes that I disagree with is that it hasn't been a good year for movies. I disagree with that.
Who said that?
It doesn't matter.
Call them out.
No. Our linear listeners know who I'm talking about. And my point is just that when in a year we have one battle after another, Sinners and Weapons come out, that's not a bad year of movies.
No, it's not. And I still put Sinners on top of my movies rankings for 2020.
Do you want to end on this? So Nick's going to put One Battle After Another ahead of Sinners. You're going to put Sinners ahead of One Battle After Another. MovieManT, weigh in. Get in it.
It was a hard battle with that, but one battle leads now after the second view.
You think it's because you're a white guy? Maybe if you weren't white, you'd pick Sinners. I don't know.
Wow. So you're saying I'm Asian, so therefore I pick Sinners?
Because you're a person of color, you pick Sinners?
No, you're saying that about
I'm
me.
not saying that. I'm asking if that's possible.
It's possible, but it's not the main reason why I chose Sinners. I think Sinners a more interesting story, and they talk about being in the creative space more or less, and we're in the creative space.
You related to it more because they were talking about creatives versus political revolutionaries.
Yes.
Okay, I would also agree that I relate more to creatives and business type folk than I do political revolutionaries, but I don't need my personal desires for my life to be reflected in the movies that I enjoy.
I don't need that either, but it's great when I see it. I mean, look at Past Lives. I also like that movie. That was my top film of... When did Past Lives come out? Does it
2023 or 2022?
Yeah, that was my top film.
Okay. Congratulations.
I'm a Hopeless Romantic. Yeah, I like that movie.
I guess a final bait would be this PTA finally win Best Director.
No, I think Ryan Coogler's going to win.
We haven't seen Hamnet yet.
Oh, you think Chloe Zhao hasn't she already won Best Director?
That's why, yeah.
And that was a really weird year. I've
been hearing comparisons to Shakespeare in Love with Saving Private Ryan here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, wait, didn't Steven Spielberg win for Saving Private Ryan that year?
I know, that's what we get on my computer.
I can't remember.
Steven Spielberg interviewing PTA. What a loser to be like, I've never smoked weed. Come on, bro. I guess because he was around in the 70s, it was like the way some, beardos were smoking it. He probably didn't want to, whatever. But
well, Nick, is one battle after another your top film for this year?
Right now, I would say yes, most likely.
Do you think that's
unless,
He's putting Strangers Chapter 2 as the number
Yeah, unless Strangers Chapter 2 bumps it down.
Who made the alligator shirt joke when
alligator shirt joke?
Yeah, so they're wearing like Izod shirts, the white supremacists, and alligator Alcatraz. I thought of that as like that's funny.
I don't think that was intentional.
No, of course it's not intentional because that decision was made months before that was in the news. But it was just wait, you can see a connection between those things.
Wait, what between Izod and what's the alligator connection?
The brand of is Izod different than the alligator one of what do you call that? Where you have the collar, it's like a golf shirt. And
the guy on the horse?
Polo? Polo, yeah. Excuse me. Thank you. I'm only so white collar. The guy wearing the polo who goes after Sean Penn's character Lockjaw.
Yeah.
He's got an alligator on it because that's like certain brand of those. I know that because Keyshawn and my sister care about that.
Is that Izod? Because I've had Izod stuff. I just never noticed.
Which one's the alligator?
Yeah, I had the same Izod fucking red sweater as that one guy in the debate who got famous for a while.
Ken Bone?
Yeah, the same red Izod sweater, and then I burned it.
Jeez, because of Ken Bone?
Ken Boner, yeah.
Does just for my entertainment, and we should be done already, but can you explain to Nick who Lockjaw is in Marvel?
Lockjaw the dog?
Lockjaw the dog.
Another fucking dog.
Yeah. So this is Lockjaw
what is it
in
with
the Marvel
fucking
movies?
dogs in these movies?
He's a teleporting dog.
Oh.
He's got a tuning fork on his head that lets him teleport.
Oh, so he's gonna be cute.
No, he's pretty big.
And then also
then
at opportune moments he'll teleport, just like in Superman he's cute, and then in opportune moments he kicks ass.
Yeah.
But this one teleport. Fuck that. That dog can lick my fucking balls.
Dude, that dog would eat your fucking balls because it's like 6 foot tall. It's a huge dog.
Not really though, because he's fully CGI, and no CGI dog is ever gonna eat my testicles.
I can ask I know what I'm going to ask AI for next.
What?
I'm going to find a picture of you, and then I'm going to say add balls, and have this dog eat them.
I'll whip my fucking nuts out right now. You don't need to ask for
so
less.
You take the picture, and it's you getting your...
Wow.
See, that's the true fascism. Is there's nothing you can do to stop these data centers. They're just going to come in, raise all of create a grand wealth inequity between people who can afford electricity and people who can't, and then everyone
That's why we should start burning them down.
You want to start okay?
Data centers.
Yep.
Again, I just mentioned the security order from the president, Security Order 7, that if you say those types of things, they can invest.
Oh,
they will be incentivized to.
He can link my fucking taint.
Yes, and once we reach a certain view count, that will really help.
It's right here, Donnie. You can fucking lick my taint.
It's right here, Donnie. You can come right here and lick my. I truly hope that if you've listened this far, dear listener, you see this as an act of nonviolent revolution. Your taint, just to be clear, isn't a nonviolent act.
I mean, my taint is pretty revolutionary.
Wow.
Do we think that the character that Bob, whose real name is Pat, actually was born in the 80s, or he's just throwing that out?
Oh, because
I think he was just throwing it out.
Yeah.
I think he was just throwing it out there.
Just for things I got to get out there for my enjoyment, when they're on the roofs with the Hispanic skateboard kids, I leaned over to Kirk and was like, it's TMNT.
Yeah, I definitely saw it the second time. I also didn't know the white supremacist group was called the Christmas Adventures Club.
It's a Christmas movie. It's a Christmas movie.
Such a stupid name.
No,
Really?
what makes it a Christmas movie? Just because they call themselves some stupid ass fucking name.
And they play
Hail
Christmas
St. Nicholas.
music. Hail St. Nicholas.
I'm a guy who fully agrees that Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It's not.
This is not a Christmas
It came
movie.
out in the summer. It's not.
I don't give a fuck when it came
Yeah,
out.
It matters
It's when
when
it
it
takes
comes.
place.
it matters when it
So
comes.
does your penis.
Was Die Hard 2
But, like,
technically during Christmas?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's like New Year's. It
Is it
might
New
be New
Year's?
Year's.
New Year's movie.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. But
It's
like,
snowing.
It's the same. It's 6 days apart anyway. Who gives a fuck? You know.
Wow, it takes place 6 days after the first
Well,
one?
I'm saying like the difference between
Oh.
Christmas and New Year's. I forget. I haven't watched Die Hard 2 in a while, but
It's kind of a callback. The same director did Strangers.
yeah, the fucker. What the fuck?
No, it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I don't
Benicio
know.
del Toro, like one of his best performances.
Yeah, it's it. Well, I haven't seen a ton of movies with him in it.
When he bows to the mat when they're in the middle of there's a quote in The Wire where Omar Little says a man has to have a code, not like you follow the laws, but like a man unto himself has to have a code, and that he bows to his mat and tells Leo to get his Bob/Pat to get his ass off the mat when he's not wearing the right footwear. That meant something to me.
Do you want to debate that or what?
I'm just getting that out there. There's a little shimmy at the end before you get
I
to
need to watch Phoenician Scheme again, but those two are up there right now. Sicario's pretty solid too.
I did not like Venetian Scheme. I don't think it was that good.
You didn't see
like
it, did you, Nick? Phoenician
No.
Scheme? It's
No.
on Peacock. You don't like Wes Anderson?
I just don't. I'm not like
Consuming
enamored.
it?
Like
It's the least Wes Anderson. I want to say he doesn't go all the way
really.
with his style.
I mean,
yeah.
I
loved
think
it.
I think.
That's Looney Tunes Wes Anderson.
Oh, is it?
It's very Looney Tunes.
I like
lot of violence.
Rushmore.
You do? Why?
I don't know. I get the comedy in Rushmore. I mean, I kind of get it in his other ones, but like the ones I've seen or parts of. But like, I watched Asteroid City, and I don't know. Like,
Did you watch that with a female?
No,
Would have that made the movie better?
No, just like
it's just like I didn't like.
It's kind of the allegory of the
what
film,
was
right?
the
Is
point?
relationships.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, nice. Thank you. Support my argument. Thank you.
Just way too much Wes Anderson. Asteroid City.
What?
It was way too much Wes Anderson. I think he really went over the top with his style.
Yeah, well,
It
it's
was
like
way too much of it.
yeah. I was like, okay, Tom Hanks is right in the center of the frame. Great. Okay. This is supposed to be Jeff Goldblum or Bill Murray. No, it was supposed to be Bill Murray, but okay, whatever.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Murray got fucking COVID or something, and then
What was he doing?
And then he got
cast
canceled.
Tom Hanks. Yeah, instead.
French 75 is a drink at Barbette that my wife likes. And the
What's
show
in
there.
it? What's in it?
It's a white liquor, because it's either gin or vodka, and then it's got, I think, an effervescence, and then something that makes it a little fruity, kind of like the terrorists in One Battle After Another. They're a little fruity, and they've got some effervescence because they pop, and they're kind of a hard liquor to some degree, and they got whites who are kind of hard, like Leo. It's right there.
Well, I was gonna have one wild bait, I guess. I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
go
a
ahead.
bait. I was like, which car chase was better, in a sense, this one or the one in Furiosa with the rig? For most recent car chases in the last couple of years.
Oh, I thought you meant within the movie, one battle after another, like the car chase toward the beginning of the movie, the car chase toward the end.
I guess you could combine the two. I guess you could combine the two as...
The points from both go towards one battle after another versus Furiosa. Okay, so like that's somebody working in their wheelhouse. You know, George Miller makes that kind of movie, whereas this is Paul Thomas Anderson making a entertaining movie, a more commercially entertaining movie than he typically does. It's interesting him and Aronofsky feel like this is the year, or just happens this is the year that they made more commercially viable movies that would fit right in the, you know, commercial landscape.
Yeah, the masses aren't seeing them.
The what?
The masses aren't seeing them.
Yeah, I haven't seen the drop off because we're sitting here in weekend 2 of One Battle After Another, and I don't know what the drop off has been. Do you know offhand?
But I was referring to Caught Stealing too. Nobody went and saw it.
I didn't see it. I want to see it.
It's already available to buy already.
I will buy it on disc, I think, because I talked to a female DP. I'm not.
Why do you specify?
I don't know why. I'm not going to say her name, but you guys know who I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I asked her on the show, but she has a thing with family where she doesn't want to be in public like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So but she saw it and she was like, "You gotta," and she has the same subscription we all have.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and this is more me telling you guys, hey, you should reach out to her. You know what I'm talking about, because she has the same subscription and sees movies, and she was like, I saw that one, and it's really good. You should see it. And I was like, dang it.
What would you call? There's only one car chase in the movie, though.
No, there's the one's the beginning where they're like driving after the heist.
Driving after the
bank robbery. That's a great car chase.
Would you call that car chase?
Yes, they're chasing through the streets and there are crashes.
Yeah, but nothing is chasing them until
the
she's
cops
on
technically.
foot.
Well, the cops technically are, but they don't know where they're at.
Yeah, but I wouldn't call that a car chase until she's on
so
foot.
So is it not a car chase in Drive because you don't see the cops? Or because he doesn't know what the cops... I guess he does know at certain points.
You do see the cops in Drive.
It's definitely... It's a car chase because it's in the same vein as...
No.
Just like it's a different car chase later when the bad guy is, you know, the second bad guy is chasing the, I guess, second protagonist.
Yeah, well, I don't think that after the heist one, I don't see that as a car chase.
I don't think that Furiosa can play because it's too out there and in its own thing. Versus, like, this is taking place in the real world with a world I can recognize.
What do you mean? That could happen in the future. We don't know that.
Sure.
What are you talking about?
But because it's a dystopian...
I guess more or less the debate was like, because they're both like practical car chases and that. I was just more like, which one had you more a grip in your seat, I guess.
This one.
This one.
Furiosa,
my dad literally got motion sickness in this one.
Really?
Oh, how was shot? Yeah. I was just thinking of F1 when he's like gliding. I also kind of thought
I've heard some people compare to the F1 to it.
Thought that was cool.
That's also a different, because like it's a sports movie about cars versus a...
Does that count as a car chase? Technically, they're chasing each other.
They're chasing victory, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a car chase, right?
Nick, you didn't see any of these movies. You want to weigh in?
F1.
F1 with Brad Pitt.
Movies I didn't see.
F1 and Furiosa. Because I know you didn't see Fury. You didn't see Mad Max Fury Road, did you?
No, I saw that.
Oh, thank God.
Not in the theater. I watched it, shortly after it left. Came on.
You should see Furiosa just for Thor's performance, but continue.
Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Okay.
He does a wild accent.
Huh.
And he has a funny nose on. It's very entertaining.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And it's a 2-hour, 40-minute movie. So
here we go.
We can watch it in
Check
the
back in a
sometime.
decade. I will maybe have watched all of it.
Because you'll just watch it in pieces in between the other clips you watch on the internet.
Wait, what?
Because you watch like Paul Thomas Anderson's movies in pieces, right? You watch like scenes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I watched.
How does this happen?
There Will Be Blood.
Okay, good. That's great.
Scene by scene,
but not in one sitting.
But where's the scene by scene thing come with some of the other Paul Thomas? Like, where are you watching just parts of Boogie Nights because you've heard?
Fucking YouTube movie clip, like the channel movie clips.
Shout out.
Like they'll put 10. They'll put 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 or 12 clips of a movie. I'm just assuming because I know.
But what compels you to watch that when you haven't seen the movie is what I'm asking.
Cause it's like the Cliff
Cinematography?
Notes version. Like,
Cliff
and I'll
Notes.
still watch the movie. You know, like
All right.
if I don't care about being spoiled, I'll still watch. You know, like it's not. If the movie's good,
It doesn't matter if
it's not matter. Yeah, like it helps me decide if I'm going to watch the movie at a later date all the way.
One battle after another benefits from being seen a second time because, oh, I know that this is actually her father.
I thought the second viewing makes it better because I'm like more excited to see the fun parts.
And the parts, it also goes by faster in my head, a good movie, when I see it the second time.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, when I saw it again Saturday, it flew.
This is a weird comparison, but I showed the Farx brothers an episode of a sitcom I like that I just watched the day before.
Well, you're not going to name it?
I can say English Teacher Season 2, Episode 3. But seeing it the second time, it actually went faster because I knew where it was going and like my head was putting it together versus when I see it the first time and I'm like trying to figure out what's going on, where it's going. And I wish I could, I'd probably need to speak to someone who studies like neurology or something like that to like why does your brain. We had someone on the show who said that it's actually good when it was Jared Crook said that when a movie does what you're expecting it to, that actually is found to be more successful because people like being right.
Oh, I thought it was the whole... When you rewatch a movie, you know what's going to happen, so you don't have anxiety about it. Is that a part of it too?
I feel like that's how I would make the argument, but I don't know.
Is this, I wouldn't say Leo's best performance, but is this his most fun performance?
What are the other
Most
contenders?
fun.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Killers of the Flower Moon when
That
Robert
one's
De
pretty
Niro-
fun too.
When
That was fun.
Robert De Niro is beating the shit out of Leo DiCaprio, I laughed my dick off. Weren't you there?
No, I didn't watch that with you. I tried watching that movie. I did not want
was
to
my
watch a
favorite
bunch of
movie of
Native
23.
Americans get killed off. That's way too much.
That's another movie where it's the white people are the protagonists, and then there are ancillary.
Technically, all Hollywood movies, the white people are the protagonists.
Him?
I said technically.
Actually, that's not a Hollywood movie, or what's your argument?
Him? Well, him has a lot more issues, but we're not here to talk about him.
We're not here to talk about him.
I guess you could also throw in Catch Me If You Can, or I find Django fun for some reason.
Yeah, but he played it pretty serious. I know it was fun, though.
What about Critters 3?
He was in that?
It's in that?
Yes.
Did you say Once Upon a Time in Hollywood already?
Oh, that's the other one. But that has moments though, because he's like super serious at parts, and then it's like the only time he gets like loose is when he's doing the show with Oliphant.
Wait, let's go back to Nick's Critters 3. Why do you think he was so much fun
He
in...
stars in Critters 3.
Yeah, but why is he so much fun in Critters 3?
Because it's fucking
character?
like furballs eating people, and he's like, it's a straight-to-video movie with Leonardo DiCaprio on it. I mean,
Damn,
it's
all
not-
right.
Is this an OnlyFans you subscribed to?
No, it's Critters.
Critters 3?
Only Leo's.
I would like to get out there that since we're going after people for being in meme groups, I'm in Sick Fucks too.
Wow, you want to bring that up?
It's a community show. So I'm in Sick Fucks too. And
Why not Sick Fucks 1?
Yeah, what is them?
I
Too
joined
extreme?
Sick Fucks 1 after being in Sick Fucks 2.
What a
And I
rebel.
have sent Sick Fucks 2 memes to almost all of you in this room, I believe.
Is there a Sick Fucks 3?
Yeah, do we
I
start
want
that
to
group?
look for it now. I mean, kind of want to start it like Sick Fucks 3.
Why did there need to be
It's
a
like
Sick
the
Fucks
80s with
2?
horror sequels.
Like, what was wrong with Sick Fucks 1?
I just think like
No,
it's
I'm
more
serious, like,
fun.
I feel like it's moderator
It's
issues.
more fun. What do you mean
Some
it's
rebels,
more fun?
some French 75 opened up a new one.
I like the anarchy of like people are like, no, I'm a meme terrorist. I need a Sick Fucks 2 because Sick Fucks 1 is they're fascists.
These guys need to see a vagina because
Whoa.
I'm gonna start a warring meme group. Okay, all right.
The festival I just came from had a short made by Alfred Molina was in it, and the guy from New Girl, and he's in Saturday Night. And then the guy who had the monkey up his butt in Bruce Almighty, they were all in this short.
Monkey up his butt?
You remember the monkey up the butt in Bruce Almighty?
Yeah, the dude who's like, there's a meme
guy?
where he's like Hector in every movie or something.
Yeah, Hector in every movie. Yeah, that guy. All three of those guys were in this movie that was written and directed by, her name's escaping me. I feel bad right now. She's filming the 3rd season of a Walking Dead show right now. And where I was going with this is they have a vagina like model in the movie that they play with to like talk through you know, where the clitoris is and some other things, and then they
still trying to figure out.
Yeah, I mean it's
where
not that hard to find where the clitoris is.
It's at the top.
Still trying to,
it's literally at the top.
It's the man in the
boat. Think Eiffel Tower. No one cares about the bottom. It's everything's at the top.
It's not that hard.
Is this a complaint about God's design of the vagina?
No, I'm saying like
we made through
for idiots
through the Eiffel Tower.
For idiots who think like, you know,
I can't find it. Yeah.
Well, like the vagina is a metaphor for alpha males because it's only the guy that's at the top of the hill that matters the most. So just focus on that top part.
I don't think if we're talking intelligent design, I don't think
I got you.
I don't think the vulva
alpha males
was
wouldn't care for the clitoris
to try to communicate a you know, a metaphor in that way. God's right there. Well, I'm going to design the genitals to make a metaphor that Kyle can reference.
It's a good thing we got this on recording.
2025 years from now on a podcast.
Let's went from one battle after another to one vagina after another.
Nice.
Hell yeah, brother.
No, I'm just marveling at the fact that
alpha males don't care about
Viva Revolution!
They don't.
I mean, Andrew Taint is probably out there being like,
all right,
you know, well, you don't need to care about the clitoris, you only need to care about the pussy, and it's like, yeah, come on, whatever.
I don't even think they care. They only care if they come. So I mean, I always made this argument: is there bad sex for men?
Andrew Tate was a successful UFC person, wasn't he?
UFC? That's fighting other dudes. That's not seeing pussies.
Yeah.
Sometimes
a certain pod I listen to claims his girlfriend is dating him now.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
he's
Andrew
a fascist.
Tate's...
Let's be clear. If Leonardo DiCaprio's Bob/Bat wants to attack a real lockjaw, Andrew Tate seems like a guy.
Oh, do you think Bob's a listener of the Joe Rogan Experience?
No, I don't. I think wait, Bob. Okay, you said Bob. I actually heard Lockjaw. Yeah, I think Bob would probably listen to some episodes, not all, and he might stop and argue with the podcast, kind of like I argue with TVs.
TV shows or TVs? What do you mean TVs?
We've all watched Real Time in this garage with me when I stop and start arguing why this person isn't considering other factors in their argument.
Yeah, but we're talking about TV shows. Yeah.
We are talking about TV shows.
All right, that's way too long of a pause. Where are we going with this?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just saying that I very much enjoyed this movie. I don't think we covered a lot of things that I've heard other people cover.
Well, we think outside the box.
I like to think inside the box too. And just to be clear, when I say box, I'm talking about vagina.
Yeah, so
bring it back. Box 10.
Outside the box. Nick, any other thoughts?
Any other thoughts? Oh, here's something interesting. Here's something intriguing.
Oh, what do you mean?
No, it's not. No.
I had zero complaints with this movie except for one thing, and it's the total inverse of that dog shit I Know What You Did Last Summer. Where the only thing I liked about I Know What You Did Last Summer was their titles. Their titles look like they made an effort to make them look like film done titles, not stupid digital. They had white on with a black drop shadow, pretty standard on the footage of where they were.
Are you talking when the one battle pops up on the screen?
Well, so I'm talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer. Their titles at the beginning and the end were over that aerial shot of the ocean, right? Approaching the cliffs, ripping off the first movie. And their title, it's white on black drop shadow on footage.
White on black is Lito with his girlfriend in the movie.
Yep. And
wanted to get that out there.
they come on, they cut in,
They come on the cut.
And then they fade out. So that's a very specific decision. And it makes a difference. Like, do titles fade in and fade out? Do they fade in and cut out? Or do they cut in and fade out? Or cut in and cut out? Like, that's a big, that does change the feel of your credit sequence, whether opening or end, whatever.
And what did one battle after another?
Well, so
one title after
I
another.
Know What You Did Last Summer was terrible, except for their credits. Their credits looked good. Like, they almost looked like they had been done on film, even though I know they wouldn't be in this day and age. White credits.
No, that was the only thing they were purists about on their
Yes, yeah. No, those white titles like that are gonna, when they fade out, they kind of turn bluish. Like, the color changes. It's not just an opacity thing going from 100 to 0. So they did something right there. Everything else was dog shit.
In one battle after another.
I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did one battle after another do wrong?
The inverse of that is that here's one battle after another. I couldn't find any complaints except their opening title. Their opening title looked video-ish to me.
How does it look?
Yeah, well, it just came up when she was walking.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I love that.
So yeah, that's fine. But like, you see it, you don't see it on cuts when they just cut in. You see it when they fade, because that's the process. That's unless you take steps to try to make it look more like film. That's the part of this process that looks more obviously digital than how they used to do it, because in digital, you're just, I make it go from 100 opacity to 0% opacity, and it's just uniform. But that's not how it looked when you would do it with like an optical printer, which is how titles used to be made. So there are, like, you have to try harder to make it look real. And that's the only thing that my only complaint with the movie was that when that title comes on, that's fine when it comes on, because it cuts in word for word, whatever. And then it fades out, and it just looked kind of like a simple opacity keyframe from 100 to 0, without any steps to make it look like film.
But we know they probably did it on film, because the whole movie is...
Nah,
except for the title.
Wait, no. You think they did a digital after, like?
Well,
probably.
I know they shot it. I know they shot it on film, but like, do we know anything about the post process? I don't think. Because, I mean, unless you're Steven Spielberg, I think, notoriously still cuts on film, too. Like, they take the film, they develop, they get a work print.
They did talk about this.
They chop up a work print. It's got fingerprints and lines and squiggly all over it. And then, that's your edit. And then once it's locked, you trace it back to the negatives. And that's when you get the negative cutter, which you don't see that credit in movies that often anymore, because so much is digital, but like, they're sitting and cutting the negative to match the work print or the finalized, edit made out of copies of the film that are all full of shit and lines and fingerprints and shit.
Unless they're collecting data on you to train their models so that they can keep you as a customer.
Okay, that's a different pivot.
That's conspiracy theory that relates to one battle after another, but like...
Yeah.
They haven't bring it back.
You can speculate on that, but like, they do not advertise. I mean, I think they might be saying that AI is enhancing the rotor brush. I haven't seen any improvement over it.
I believe you would notice. I believe that.
I've used the pre-AI and the post-AI rotor brush, and
the episode before this, we had somebody on who has the policy in their organization that if it's built-in AI, that doesn't count for like Resolve, Premiere, and some of those other programs.
There's generative AI, like the apps where you can just type in a word and it'll come. You can go jerk off for 10 minutes and it'll come back.
Generative AI versus like something that helps you edit better.
Yeah, you go generate cum while this thing generates an image for you, and then you stamp your name on it and act like you made it. Yeah.
We blew past the 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think we flew by it by a lot. MovieManT, any last thoughts on one better of another?
See this beautiful movie. It's fantastic.
Definitely see it in theaters.
Yeah.
This will come out after it's already on digital.
Damn, that sucks. That's another discussion about these films going to digital right away. All right, I think we had a very
fulsome conversation.
Wholesome and very technical debate.
No, I said fulsome, not wholesome.
What'd you say?
Folsom.
Folsom.
Fulsome.
All right, thank you for spelling it for me.
Well, I couldn't spell Ouvre earlier.
Just always remember, what time is it? Never forget.
8:15.
Time doesn't matter.
Yeah, what is the quote?
Wasn't it 8:15 is the answer?
No, it was time.
Time doesn't matter or something.
Yeah.
Why does Benicio say
Because he didn't understand.
It's
It's actually 8:50. That's why it's funny.
Got it. Okay. I missed that both times.
Yeah. Well, join us for our next debate on Spinal Tap.
Yeah. This is Spinal Tap.
Turn it to 11.
Turn it to 11. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another debate.